Hey guys, this is Fuller. It's been a while, but it's time for another new Hearthstone cards. I've slowly got together some really cool new Neutral Legendaries. These could fit into Hearthstone and will be playable in the Hearthstone mod, where you can test them out. Alright, let's go straight to them. The first one is Tyran the Whisperwind. She's the leader of the Night Elves and High Priestess of Elune. For 2 mana, she's 0/4 with. At the end of your turn, restore 4 health to all characters. So she also heals all enemies, keep that in mind. In a slow defensive deck, this can be fine. You can bide your time and crush them later on in the late game. She goes nicely with a lot of priest cards, as well as minions like Injured Blademaster, Gurubashi Berserker, and Light Warden. On to Asuma. He is the final boss in a WoW instant and the patriarch of all Krakens. For 4 mana, he's 5/5 with. At the start of each player's turn, draw a card from your opponent's deck. It actually draws cards, so it brings you both closer and closer to fatigue, as well as potentially denying any combo cards each other might need. He has really good stats for his cost, but if your opponent kills him, he always gets that free card draw, and you wouldn't. Next we have Lord Xavius. He was a highborn elf who turned evil and was corrupted by Jaden into his current monstrous form. For 5 mana, he's 5/3 with. Whenever an enemy minion dies, summon a 2/1 Satyr Hellcaller. Like a cult master, with the right timing, he can bring out a lot of board presence. Ideally you need quite a few enemy minions out, but even against just a big taunt, you can throw everything into it and still get a lot of minions being spawned. On to Princess Faradis. She's an elemental, the daughter of Pharazine. She was in a relationship with Cenarius' first son, and they spawned the evil Centaur race. For 5 mana, she's 4/7 with. Battlecry, return all of your other minions to your hand. So like a legendary ancient brewmaster. She's got decent stats, and ideally you'd have a lot of cheap Battlecry minions down to return and then replay again. You can always do the charge trick, where you attack, return, replay and attack again. My arena favourite. Speaking of favourite, here's my favourite legendary. It is Silvanus' older sister, Illyria Windrunner. She was one of the leaders who ventured into the Dark Portal to fight the Horde in Outland, never to be heard from again. For 6 mana, she's 5/5, just like her sister, with at the end of your turn, deal 4 damage randomly split amongst enemies. Like a mini Ragnaros, great at continuously piling on pressure, clearing out low health minions and chipping away at your opponent's health. So who would you rather, her in your deck or Silvanus? Next we have Li Shen, the Thunder King and Emperor of the Mogu. He united and conquered Pandaria. For 6 mana, he's 1/7 with Wind Fury, and whenever this minion attacks, give all your minions +1 attack. So when he attacks, he actually deals 2 damage, then 3, so in total 5 damage, as well as buffing all your existing minions up. I can see this going well in a warrior deck full of Warsong commanders and charge spells, along with all the other minions like Raging Worgens. But generally, any deck where you can get a lot of minions down, like Shaman and Mass Totems, or Druid tokens, he might have some potential, even if he is a bit slow. So I think Hearthstone could use some more dragons. Here's one, it's Kalecgos the Spellweaver. He took over the blue dragonfly after Malygos. For 7 mana, he's 4/8 with. Your minions at the start and end of your turn effects trigger twice. So Ragnaros, Hogger, Natpagel, Gru, etc. It all goes down 2 times. Stat wise, I put him a bit weaker than the other dragons as he is younger, and it's nice to have variety on the dragons, but he could always be a simple 9 mana 8/8 or 4/12. Time for a rival to Deathwing himself. It is Yoggsaron. He is the god of death, one of the old gods imprisoned long ago by the Titans. For 10 mana, he's 8/12 with, can't attack, and at the end of every turn deal 10 damage randomly split amongst all other characters. When you cast this guy, the game is going to end pretty damn quickly. Could potentially go nicely with Armor Smiths, Acolyte of Pains, if you manage to have them by turn 10 of course. This would be pretty crazy with Alarma bots and other speed summonings. Lastly, if he ever does get silenced, an 8-12 is still pretty crazy. On to the last one, guys. It's Graua Falcon. She was the spy master and assassin of Gul'dan. She killed Varian Wind's father, she was the lover of Medivh, and her son is an incredibly powerful wizard. For 3 mana, she's 2/4 with. At the end of your turn, swap control with a random enemy minion. So to clarify, she goes back and forth at the end of each player's turn. A nice scenario would be to steal a Ragnaros, then have the Rag kill her, so you keep it. Else, ideally you want to have a lot of crappy minions down, and him to just have one really good one on your opponent's side to increase the odds in your favour. That's it for these legendaries. A special thanks to everyone who's sending in ideas, they really helped out with these. Next I'll probably be doing non-legendary minions. They are a bit less flashy, but are the core building blocks of good decks and make the combos and strategies happen. You guys are going to love a special surprise I got in the next Hearthstone mod update. It is really progressing and I'm keen to show you it. Remember, send in all your ideas, especially Demon Hunter ones for the next hero. Those would really help out. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Hearthstone videos. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.